Hello, my loves. Hi, guys. Tell me, baby.
Hello.
Come on in, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hello, everybody. Hello. Come in. Hey, Chrissy. Chrissy, hey, babe.
Hello.
Cool.
Is it pause? Or I'm
No,
looking.
it's back. It's back. It's a delay. I guess when you come in, it's a delay. I don't know. Hey, Ma. Your mama.
Oh, yay.
Let's see. Can I spin it without turn this on? There you go. Hey, Query. Hey, sis. Hey. Hey, guys. Come in. Come in. Come in. Hello, hello. Yes, girl. We remember. Well, I remember you. Remember, Chris? Yes, we remember. We remember you. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Yvonne. Hi. Hi. Hi, Bess.
Really?
Yep. Come on in. Hi, my loves. It's your girl, the life architect, Latoya Kite. And let me see. I told you.
Geez.
I told you don't know what to do. It's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. They see y'all. It is what it is. So anywho, so yes, today is a special. Well, this weekend is special. So I decided to bring in my husband, Sheldon Devin Kite, because you put it on your Facebook though.
Oh, I know I'm friends with them.
You're friends with them because you're friends with me, so they're friends with me. So we okay. Anywho, so our anniversary is tomorrow. We will be 6 years old tomorrow. Yay! And since this whole you always try to correct. Am I right? Because he always get it right and I be getting it wrong. So
We 6 years old?
we'll be 6 tomorrow. It's not 6 years?
Oh, the anniversary?
Okay, so anywho, since this whole shutdown has us, we had to cancel our trip. We couldn't make any other kind of plans. We're kind of stuck in the house, so I decided to bring him in so we could talk about our journey and everything that led us up to get into 6 years. Because even though it may not be a lot to a lot of people, a lot of people don't last 6 minutes. So we bless God that we are here. As you guys know, I am a life coach, a relationship coach. I am the Architect's Table. My email, if you want to contact me, is thearchitectstable@yahoo.com. I also have a business for mothers and wives, which is the Complete Woman 19@gmail.com. I also have a Facebook page for my life coaching. It's the Architect's Table on Facebook, and on Instagram it's the Life Architect _. I think. Don't hold me to that. Sorry. So yeah, check me out if you want to get with me. But we're what happened?
I mean, if they want to get with you, like, what we talking about here?
Yes, Bishop Platts, he's here. He I guess it's an anniversary gift that he's on here. Well, not get with me like that, babe. Like, contact me for services, for life coaching, not any other kind of. If you want me to speak at your engagement, if you want me to do some coaching, I do that. So check me out. Also, like I said, it's our anniversary tomorrow, so we're here to kind of talk about our journey and talk about how we met and all of the stuff that we've encountered and family and all that kind of stuff to get to this point. So with all that business out of the way, so babe. Now I don't always get the story right because you be trying to you know tell people, but I'll start out with my story. So most people know, all people should know by now because I'm very transparent of how I was divorced, and I had 4 children from that marriage. We had 4 children, and after my divorce, I decided to kind of just be to myself, not date, work on me, get to a better me. So even if I never dated before in life, if I again in life, let me say, if I never get to date again or get married again, I would be fine because I was working on me, and that's what my focus was my children and me, that and God. That was my focus. Now scaling back to my first marriage, when I walked down the aisle, I had in mind, if this does not work out, I'll be fine. I literally had it. I know a lot of people say people don't think about getting divorced when they're walking down the aisle getting married. For some odd reason, I thought of that. And I remember that clear as day. And he'll tell you, I can't remember anything. So to remember that as clear as day is like amazing. So fast forward to when I finally decided to start dating. I was not, let's be clear, and he will agree, not paying attention to him. He wasn't paying attention to me either way. Did you thought it was cute though? You did a little bit.
Happy anniversary gift, yes.
Hey Jen. But anywho, we were not on each other's radar. I joined St. Paul before my divorce, and that's how we ended up knowing each other. Were you already there or you came after? After I did. So he came after I did, again, not paying any attention. Now my mom wanted us to date, and I was not with it. I told mama nope, but moms are right, you know, so clearly we're here. You gonna give my mama credit. Don't do her.
No.
Give my mama credit.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Anywho, she's gonna get you.
Oh,
I'm sure
great.
she's gonna
Billy
be
and Sarah here.
She said, hey, bro. And she been supporting you. Don't do that. She been helping. I don't say it is enough story.
Hey, Billy. Say it when you get blocked.
Hey, sis. But so as we were hanging out in the same circles, like some of the people from the church were our mutual friends, and we would be at things together, but still not paying attention to each other. It didn't happen until I started giving him rides to church. What was going on? Like, why did I end up giving you rides? What happened?
Did that car?
Why you looking like that? I don't remember. Like, did it break down or what?
I don't know.
You don't remember it? Lord, our memories are horrible. But
This lady done told this story 30 times. I've heard her tell these stories on this live, and now she
I
can't
don't want to be the
remember.
only one talking either.
My car was not working, and she gave me a ride to church because her mom asked her to give me a ride.
Jen said she saw the vibes between us, so she knew we would be a couple. Now, Jen, hey, Sean. Hey, Sean.
What's up, Sean?
Hey, Mitch. And the rest of whoever is there. But,
Anybody scared of Phyllis?
apparently, a lot of people... That's right, Jen. I was trying to get him to try to tell, I don't... Okay. So, what was I about to say? Clearly, a lot of people saw something within us and that we did not see. And so we started kind of hanging out and having conversations on the rides to church. And when we would talk, more and more, even though I was not attracted to him physically, the things that we would talk about, it was kind of like, well, wait a minute, you might have, you all right?
What weren't you attractive to? Look at all this.
Well, now it's everything.
It's always been everything.
It's everything. Anywho,
So you just missing out on God's blessing. That's why I took you
I
so
didn't
long.
miss out because we're here. Very good. So we again not attracted to him at all. So as more and more we talked and stuff, I started to get I started to be attracted to his mind and to what he would say. Like, I really thought he was a hood dude. I thought he was this dude from the streets, and I was like, oh no, I don't do that, because even though I was raised in the hood, and people that really, really know me, I don't act like that, so I really wasn't for that. What?
I'm just listening.
Is it not true that you don't know what I thought? But anyway, so I just threw him kind of out of my mind. But again, the conversations that we would have, they were amazing. So more and more, it was this vibe that started happening. So this is where it gets kind of foggy, because I see it one way and he sees it somewhere else. Now, he says that his family heard me talking about him in church and I wanted to get with him. I deny that story 1,000 million times. I won't say it to their face because I respect my elders, but I deny that story.
What?
You said your auntie and them heard me talking about you in church.
Who's my auntie? They go to church.
That was not the time. Oh, now we don't remember. Remember, she said that I thought you was cute or something like that. I'm not going to say her name on here.
I ain't know no auntie that went to St. Paul.
Okay, so since he's forgotten, we're going to scoot past that part. Anywho.
I really don't remember.
Okay, so he says that I was attracted to him beforehand. I was not attracted to him, was not looking at him. But you were attracted to me, right?
No.
So tell the people why you were not attracted to me.
She has kids.
Yeah. I have kids. Oh, Jen, you got to go. That's another time he be talking about, he swear that I was all over him when we was at that party, but I
ain't gonna tell that, because that's that. If you weren't at the party, you wasn't there. But
yeah, that party was.
Hey, all I'm saying,
I am saved, so I want.
Amanda was sitting next to me, and she know what happened to make me do what I did, and you started it.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay.
Yeah, and did what you did. And
I did what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did what I did.
Well, we're gonna move on from that. Jen, we're not gonna. Yeah, bless the Lord. Because I remember what happened.
Oh, you gonna forget that? Guarantee you ain't gonna forget that.
Woo! Okay, Lord. Anywho, bring it back. Bring it back. All right. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Because that really just threw me all the way off. Well, anyway, so, yeah, because I had kids, he was not attracted to me. I was not attracted to him because he didn't have kids, because my thing was I wanted to get with someone that already knew how to handle kids so they wouldn't have a rough time trying to handle kids. And so he didn't want to get with me because he never wanted kids, because he doesn't have kids. And people don't know, Devin doesn't have any biological kids, but now he has 4. Okay? So he's a parent. He's a dad.
I don't think I have any biological kids, but
I said you don't. You don't have any biological kids, but you have 4 children now.
Oh, we'll take that.
Don't he always get me flustered? That's what I'm talking about, even after all this time. Now, Greg. No. So,
somebody know the truth.
Y'all are doing way too much to me on this thing. But we decided to we talked about it. We were like, okay, we gotta discuss what's happening between us, because something is going on, even though we're trying to fight it, and something is happening. So what do? We went somewhere. Where did we go?
The track at Jackson.
The track at Jackson. And we walked around with the kids, and we discussed what was happening with us, and we kind of could not. What?
Nothing.
We didn't discuss it?
No, I didn't say anything.
I was just making sure, because you had a face. So.
This is my face.
It's my face. So.
Oh, she said it for the camera now. Okay.
Oh, don't you make these people feel like I'm putting on or do that. Anywho. So we discussed where we were at and how we were feeling and all that kind of stuff. So we decided to make a go of it and say, we're going to see how this thing works. You know what I'm saying? And the key to our relationship has always been honesty. from day one, we have been honest about what we wanted and how we felt and how we view things and all of that. We have been honest since day one. He was straight up with me that he did not want children or to date anybody with children, and I was straight up with him about not wanting to be with somebody without children. And also some other things that we discussed, you know, we were straight up, you know, what we like and what we don't like and what we would deal with and what we wouldn't deal with. So we started dating, but we dated for about how long before anybody knew? It was probably about a year, a few months. Was it a few months?
I mean, you talking about anybody. Yeah, it was a few months before your sisters found out.
Okay, a few months before, yeah, family found out, and then it was probably like a year before everybody else really found out. Not that long, you don't think?
No, I don't think it's that long.
It was a few months.
It was definitely a few months.
It was a few months because we were very adamant about not sharing our relationship with people, because even when people would peep out that we were talking or something like that, they were trying to get us down the aisle, and that was another issue that we had to deal with. Devin did not want to get married, but I said I would date only to get married.
I never said that.
You didn't say you didn't want to get married?
No.
What did you say?
I don't like going into a relationship and the first thing we're talking about is marriage. Like,
Okay.
it should come naturally. So, yeah, and everybody kept talking about it. I'm like, y'all just found out we got together and y'all already talking about marriage. Y'all sound stupid. That's exactly what I felt.
That's what he said,
yeah,
too. You said it, too. It was like, hey, Miss Sonya.
Hey, Sonya.
You was definitely like, I'm not with it. Like, legit, when people would say it, he would legit have an attitude. And, Greg!
That man, no. Facts.
Right, Sierra. That's how you know God is in it, because he ended up being married and with 4 children. So, hey, God was all in this thing. You know, we cannot block my friend. That's my sister.
She got one more time, she getting blocked.
So when people would like come up to him or come up to us and say stuff about that, he would really have an issue, and we would really have to discuss, and I would have to, you know, reassure him to not listen to that, because if me and you had a conversation about this already, I already know what we saying. Don't worry about what nobody else is saying. But Devin is one of those people, when he's over it, he's over it. So I have to kind of calm him. You know, I'm kind of have to calm him.
How you was calming me?
Well, we were keeping it PG.
Oh, you doing all the extra stuff, so hey, don't start something up. Keep Pandora's box closed. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
I'm about that life now. Hey, wake up real quick.
Anyway,
all right. Just party moment over again on live. If it ain't live. Hey, bring it back. Bring it back. Okay.
So,
banging it up.
Oh gosh. So we went through that or whatever, and we actually broke up. Did we break up more than once?
I'll try to behave, Sonya. I'll try. No, I only broke up once.
We broke up once, and that was because it got a little bit too much, and it was why? So why fully why? Because I can say from my perspective why we broke up, but it was kind of more so how you felt why we broke up.
Kids.
What about the kids?
I don't know. It was like it was kind of going into that direction of marriage, and it was like, do I really want to deal with kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the kid thing, yeah, Tosh, you know. But the kid.
Oh, we going back there?
No, we're not. No.
Oh.
The kid thing was really a major thing for him, and I understood because at that time, I think my oldest was about 12.
Yeah,
She was about 12. So you're dealing with small children, and then dealing with a mom who is has been divorced, and they all have the same dad, so you got to deal with that as well. So it's like all of these dynamics that somebody in there, we were in our late 20s.
Suction time.
Hey sissy poo. We was in like our late 20s, right? So
No, I was 30.
You were 30.
At least in my 30s.
Yeah, you were 30. Well, late 20s, 30, or whatever. So in that, mind frame, you're not really thinking about, especially if they're not your own children, you're not really trying to have kids. So I was like, I understand, and I respected the fact that he came to me and he was like, yeah, this is too much. I can't really do this. And so even though it hurt, and we broke up silently, like people didn't even know we broke up.
I mean, anything comes to me,
Yeah, and that's something I learned from him, because I'm one that I put my stuff out there. Listen, it is what it is. You can know all my tea, all my business, because it is, it is what it is. It happened. It is what it is. So, but he taught me that everything doesn't have to be said. Everybody doesn't have to be invited into everything. So I had to respect that about him. Thank you, Miss Kim. Hey, Sharice. Hey, sis. I had to respect that he did, he's a very, very private person. So I had to respect that.
What? I never knew that.
So it was like, and getting us two together, was weird too, because even though I have introverted ways, I'm more so of an extrovert than he is. So to try to combine those two, it was very weird. And we have really worked through that, and we kind of get an understanding for each other now. Like, if you see me out and about, you're probably not going to really see him like that, because he loves to stay to himself. And I'm like, you can stay here, but I'm going, and that, that was another thing that I had to really keep in mind as a woman, as a mother, as a wife. We cannot lose ourselves in our partners. So just because you want to sit around because you're very introverted, you can very well sit to yourself and be to yourself, and I can't do that. So
she does do that, but continue on.
But not as much as you do.
I get out and do all kind of stuff. I just don't need to be with people to do stuff.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I have to be with people. Like, I get my energy from people.
I get my energy from the elements.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so I had to get used to that, but I had to not lose myself in the same time. I still was connected to, like, it took him a minute to get used to how much my family comes around. Like, we are a very tight-knit family. So he had a moment, and he was just like, they always got to be around. And I was trying to figure out why his family don't be around like that, because I legit had to ask his parents, because before I married him, he told me I tried to yell at him.
Always, still do. Tell a lot of people. Okay, continue on.
So, I just need to know, because I've already been divorced. And I did not know a lot of stuff about my ex-husband. So I needed to know a lot of stuff. So I was like, it's just weird. It can't be real. But his parents reassured me he's been like that his whole entire life. So I was like, okay, well, I got to deal with it.
Ain't nobody scared of her. Phyllis Bradley. He's trying to punk somebody in the doggone comments.
But we had to get used to each other. Like, I'm this loud, especially in church. Like, I'm loud and all that kind of stuff. Like, he legit had to get used to how loud I was. I don't think he's still all the way used to that. But it's like, you loud and he's really quiet. Like, you're not gonna even know he's in a building unless he tell you. Even with this massiveness of a man he is, you're not gonna know that he's there, because he's gonna sit somewhere and be quiet, and you're not gonna know. And sometimes he will leave out and not even let you know he's leaving. And that was something we had to work through as well, because that was a lot. So stupid. That's not cool. Don't do that. That's not cool. But so with the kids and with our family, since we're talking about that right now, like, tell them, kind of how we kind of got through that process, and we still work through that process with the kids, like, kind of becoming this blended family and stuff like that. Like, how has it been for you?
Rough. 3 girls. they never understood why I was always upset because they have 3 attitudes and 3, monthly visitors, including her. So that's 4. So 1 minute somebody likes me, 1 minute somebody doesn't. And, I came in putting in rules because they really didn't have chores and stuff and rules in place. So, of course, I'm the bad guy when I come through doing all that. So, it was rough. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't an easy task. It ain't for the faint of heart. So, that's pretty much it. It ain't like, oh, it's great now. I mean, relationships can get better, but still rough. I'm always gonna lose the battle to to the real dad, no matter what I do. So, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm just counting down.
Yeah, he always trying to kick my kids out. But it's not like they was out of control. You said they didn't have rules and stuff. Because that was one of the things you said that you loved about me, about the fact of how.
When I say like they didn't have rules, like when they at the house, they pretty much just didn't have chores, and that was the main thing.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. Y'all get off him this month. He did say that, but
what you want to say? Shark Week. That's the term I like to use all the time. So, I mean,
so that was something that we had to kind of try to get on the same page. We still working through it. Believe it or not, we still working through it because we were raised differently in our households. So it was like, at a certain age, they didn't, because they were younger when he came along. So it was like, I didn't really assign chores to them because they're so young right now. They don't have to be responsible for that stuff.
I was sitting in the high chair doing dishes as a kid. Anyway, nah. And it better be done. You better not drop my dish. So I understand these big behind kids ain't doing nothing. You work a full day and you got to come home and do what? Nah, wasn't happening.
Yeah, so I didn't know. So we had to work through that. So they ended up getting chores. And one thing about us, and one thing I really, for the one that is the biological parent to the kids, I really try to be his teammate in front of them. My kids a lot of times will say, oh, you take his side all the time. You don't ever want to hear what we got to say. He just come in and he just did it, whatever. Because granted, he's not their real dad. And their real dad is still part of their life at a level. He's still there. So, when you have these kids that are used to somebody being their parent and then somebody else coming in trying to be their parent, it is very rough for them to deal with. So we even had counseling with them and everything. Like we did all of that stuff when me and him started to get more serious, to get them prepared for what was about to happen. Girl, yes, the hot shell. What was about to happen with us, the different dynamic, because what people don't understand, just because you find love and because you are so enamored with somebody does not mean that your children are going to be. It does not mean that your children are going to do an easy transition. It wasn't an easy transition for them. They love him. Like, when it all boils down to it, that's pops to them. That's their dad. They cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like with any kid, and I try to tell them, kids don't like me either, and I'm their biological parent, and I'm okay with that. You have to be okay with that, because kids are moody. Kids don't care. Kids are selfish. They don't understand. They have their own little outlook of stuff, and they feel like they are right about everything. They don't want to hear what you got to say, and my feelings being attacked, honey, I don't care. If you don't like me, I don't care nothing about if you agree with what I got to say. I am the parent. That's how I feel. That's how my mama raised me, and that's how I am.
Now, see, when I go there, there is no turning back. There is no cutting the switch back on. When I don't care about you, I literally don't care about you. So I try to keep myself from going there because they're still my kids, and I will cut them off like it's nothing at all. So I try not to go there. So that's why I try to fight from going there. I'm not saying I'm winning that fight, but I'm trying. Pray hard.
But, me and him, we have conversations, and I try to reassure him and stuff like that. But I also check him, too, because, again, he's learning this thing. Like, I've been a parent since they came out the womb. He came in when they were already being raised by 2 other people. So now you got to come in and try to, put your 2 cents in and your dynamic and what you got going on into something that's already been made, and it's tough. So, yeah, it's something that you got to practice. There's no handbook to this thing. I don't get it right all the time, but guess what? At the end of the day, it is what it is. we just got to keep it pushing, because I had to explain to them he's not going anywhere, and trust me and understand. I'm not going to love a man more than I love my children. I'm not going to desire the connection with the man more than I desire the connection with my children. I'm not. Like, at the end of the day, if I felt like he was really doing something wrong, if I felt like he was really coming against y'all, I would definitely, and I have, when I felt like he's done too much, I'll check him behind closed doors, and we would have a conversation about it.
Checking me. I'm uncheckable. Just let y'all know that.
Proper communication is key, Tosh. You are right. So, because I'm not going to, and I told them this, I tell my children this all the time, I'm not going to yell at him. I'm not going to fuss with him and disagree with him in front of y'all. I'm not going to do that. But trust, I'm always on y'all side. I'm always looking out for the best interest of you. So when I feel like it's going too left, like I've even had to discuss that with certain family members, like, because they feel a certain way. And I'm like, no, it's like, at the end of the day, he has come in and he has a different perspective on some things, and especially when it comes to my son. Listen,
she don't know that nigga like I do. I sit there and like break him down. First of all, can we block her?
We cannot block my sister.
Not both of them, just one. Well, just one. But anyway, yeah. I used to have to tell her, I'm like, no, he did it. He ain't do it. Okay. 5 minutes later, I get truth out of him. I've been a little boy. I know the lies, and he ain't a good liar.
He's not. And I have been shamed on a few occasions.
More than a few.
Because I be taking up for my son.
Ride or die.
I'm right. And I understand the bond between a mama and her son. Woo, it's horrible. It's sad. We are sad. Every mother of a son, we are sad. Understand? We will go to bat for them babies. Now I understand. I can't talk about people. But some people I was with, I understand why they mamas took up for them, even when they was out here doing some trifling stuff, honey. They mamas would hide their sons and take up for their sons, and their sons could have done the dirtiest dirt of the world, and they would do that. But I vowed to not be that kind of mama, but I do be defending my son. Like, yeah, hey, don't come for my baby. So I'm working on that. Y'all pray for me, because I be for my son. And I be for my girls too, but he don't get on them like he get on my son. Because
I ain't got to get on them like the boy.
You don't. You don't.
It's a whole job.
Tosh, it's sad. It's so sad. It is. You don't, because our girls are, sweetest.
I ain't going to say sweet.
They're sweet.
They do their work, they do their chores, and they keep pushing. They stay underneath the radar. Mike, all over the radar. And then, what? What happened? What? Why I'm in trouble? Yeah, so, anyway, we ain't going there. All right.
It's okay. Calm down, babe. Oh, gosh. So, yeah. So I'm working on it. Again, I'm working on it. I'm trying to do better. I try to listen to him, because I don't know from a man's perspective to Tosh.
Don't encourage this foolishness, Tosh.
But anyways, we working on it, Tosh. We gotta work on it. We working on it. That's right, Chantel. Our babies are angels.
Yes, the girls. 2 of them. I let you decide.
Everybody know my babies are angels. Don't do that.
Sure.
Everybody know.
Yeah,
Everybody
2 of them are angels. It rotates, actually.
Them boys, they are horrible, and that's something I try to, when I talk to parents about children, whenever it comes to this dynamic between girls and boys are
stupid.
They are
stupid.
Very good.
Stupid. I don't even get boy dogs. As a pet, I'll get all girls. I don't even know. Boys, no.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. So, anywho. But we love kids so much that we have 2 godchildren.
Yeah, that is true.
That are our children as well.
I only claim 1. That's RJ.
Why would you say that on here? You know she'll probably see this. Don't do my baby.
I have said it to her face.
Because Lyric is a man. Now, Lyric has switched. Like, when it comes to that girl-boy dynamics, Lyric switch. Like, I
think it's her mama's fault. Sateria.
So we're not going to talk about Soteria. We're not going
We're
to
not.
talk
I'm
about
waiting for
our
her to jump on
baby.
this doggone page. I love Adelia. She's the cutest thing ever.
She
but
probably won't. You know, she had to bury her grandma today.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she had to bury her grandma today. We love you, Soteria.
All right, I'm sorry.
Praying
I'm
for
bringing all that back. My bad.
But yeah, and we treat them as if they're our children. You know, we are there for them as much as we possibly can, as much as we are for our children. And that dynamic was something else too, because he is Team RJ. And now that dynamic, I have to tell him, nah, when it comes to RJ, nah, you be doing way too much. You be acting like RJ just don't do nothing wrong, and RJ is just this. No. Now, Lyric is a hot mess, but he blames me for Lyric.
I do.
And, you know, but anywho, you know, we are, you know, a whole entire family. Those are our children as well. So, you know, but we're done. We have a niece. Well, we have 3 nieces and a nephew. We're done. No more children over on this side. With the whole dynamic of our relationship, I believe the things that I've learned from our relationship have grown me so much. Like, it's his way of seeing stuff.
It's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. He sees stuff in such a different way than I see it, because I'm like this one. I'm like, oh, everything is good, everything is fine, da, 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 and God's gonna do it, and we gonna believe. And he's like, no, boom, this is what it is. This is the world out here for real, and you gotta know, da 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 da. And I just be like, sometimes I don't want to listen, but a lot of times I do listen to his perspective on life, because he's seen a lot of stuff that I have never seen, and heard a lot of stuff I never heard, even when it comes, especially when it comes to these kids and stuff. I was like, kids have done that? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm so lost. Like, that doesn't, no, kids do that kind of stuff. It's really, and especially when it comes to boys, it's really like, no, y'all do that for real? Okay. So, anywho, yeah, that's the word, Mama. It's phenomenal. Mm-hmm. That's the word.
She late.
It, you know, it be having delays.
She just late. That's just her. Don't take up for
her. He has opened my mind a lot to a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of stuff that I never would even thought of. You know, even some things that come to even my own, like race and culture and all that kind of history, all that kind of stuff. Like, he's opened my eyes to a lot. So I, you know, pay attention when he's talking about it, because I don't know everything. I don't know quite a lot about the world. So when he tells me stuff, I be like, oh, okay. So a lot of stuff I don't agree with. A lot of stuff I will argue him down about. Devin always right. Cedric, we're gonna block you.
Not Cedric. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's why you my friend right there.
We're gonna block you, Cedric.
No, you said we can't block people.
I said we can't block my people.
And
Cedric
that is your people.
When
Is your people.
When we got married, I gave Cedric to you. Cause who he talked to?
Was that
we
a
want to
wedding
talk about it
gift?
now. Do we
Was
want to
that
talk
a
about it
was
now?
that a wedding gift?
Do we
I
want to
didn't
talk?
understand
Do
that.
we want to talk about
How
it
that
now?
work?
Who does he talk to? Who he hang around? Not me. Oh, okay. We can talk about it, Cedric, since you want to be on his team. Hey, Miss Peacock, and hey, I miss you.
How you doing, Miss Cotton?
So yeah. Anywho,
Karate chop.
But since your friend is chiming in, and my friends have been chiming in, my family been chiming in, that's another key factor to our relationship too. Friends. Like, I'm a relationship person. He's not really with it. He's not really with hanging out and all that other kind of stuff. But there's been certain people that have been able to, you know, hang out with him and get through to him, and you need that. And I've tried to convince him since we've been together. Are you going to sleep while we're talking about friends? No.
Why are you touching my legs? What's going on?
I mean, because it's just
What's
part of
happening?
your life. So,
stay focused, man.
you need that in a relationship. You need people outside of your spouse that is able to talk to your spouse and get through to your spouse whenever you can't. So it was good for him to have guys around him. He has friends who, okay, I don't want to name them, because when I name them, you be like, that ain't my friend. So who are the people that you entrust?
Are we doing this on camera?
No. Okay. We don't have to name them. That's fine. He has some guys. Are you gonna name? No, you don't have to. You don't have to name them. It's okay. Because I have too many names, so I can't name everybody. But he has some people. So now, how has friendship benefited you when it comes to our relationship?
I don't know.
Has it helped you with dealing with me? Like talking to them about stuff? Has it helped you deal with me?
I mean, I guess I don't talk to them about you.
Oh. He does, Peacock. He loves you.
I really do.
He loves you. And I really can't say that about a lot of people. I keep forgetting this not the camera, this the camera. I can't say that about a lot of people, but he loves you, like, for real. And yes, thanks for catching me live. But there are some people.
I mean, I talk to them, but not like that. But I don't like people knowing everything about you, so.
Yeah, I don't tell my friends everything about you either, but some stuff we have to talk to our friends about to kind of help navigate. And the things that they have told me, like even before we got married, because I was gonna break up with you. Remember that?
Yeah.
Before we got engaged, I'm sorry. Before we got engaged.
All your friends talk, you understand.
Say what? You have to say it loud for the people to say. What did you say?
No, I said it enough just for you to hear. Because see, some of my jokes may come off to other people as like, what? So no, that wasn't one of those I was saying.
Oh, okay. My friends had to fight for our relationship because I was about to end it with him before we got engaged. Because during the period of when we broke up that time, and what made you want to get back with me?
You just had to throw that in there?
I just remembered it. You have to tell the people they're here for our journey.
I just told them. You were
They
talking
didn't
over
hear
me.
you.
You talked over me. That's her fault, y'all.
They didn't hear you. What made you come back?
I really don't like you.
What made you come back? I love you. Kiss. No? Okay.
So, it's this little thing she
Thank
do.
you,
Let me shut up. I missed her. I am pretty much sugarcoating. I missed her. So, that's about it.
He missed me bad. So, and I was at this point where I was done. And I was like, if we're gonna get back together, you have to be on the path of being married. And did I give you the time frame at that point?
Yeah, I'd already had a time frame on mine. That's why, excuse me. That's why everybody kept rushing the time frame. I was like, I don't like rushing or something like that.
Well, I know I had given you a time frame because I don't believe that you have to date people forever. I don't believe that you have to be together all this time to figure out that you want to be with somebody forever. I don't believe that. Right, Taj. The fact that he's doing this is amazing. So I give him
I'm sober.
Kudos. I give him all kudos for that. The fact that he's on here. But I told him I think I gave him a time frame at one point because I was like, I'm not gonna be here dating forever. I have children. I am trying to move on with my life and do some things. If you're not trying to be married, then you could just not be with me. And he was like, he did want to get married. But then the time frame for me got too long for him to propose. And I told my friends that I was going to leave him if he did not propose. And so they all, what's the word? When you work against somebody, come up with a plan. What's the word? Conspire. That's the right word?
Sure.
Don't act like you don't know words on here. These people, you know.
No, I'm illiterate.
They conspired against me to get me to stay with him long enough for him to propose. And so he eventually proposed.
And it wasn't like I had a problem with proposing. I wanted to get the right ring. I had the stuff set up. But clearly somebody had a clock going. And now every time she see these great proposals, I wish my proposal was. Yeah, so yeah,
did.
it was all rushed, and I couldn't do it like I wanted to do it. So,
didn't.
and she wished. I'm not gonna redo it either.
You told me you were gonna redo it.
It's gonna last in the.
You told me.
It's gonna be there forever. Your disappointment, your biggest regret is because of
you said you were gonna redo it.
I lied.
So,
moving on.
So we are here now. It worked. We are here, and it is so great to see where we are now, because even people that saw us together, even at our wedding, our own bishop said this is going to be very funny to watch because we were two different kinds of people.
And we're not.
But we find out we are really not as different as we thought we were. Like, and he has taught me so much about relationships and the things that I want to do in life. He has taught me so much about that. Like, I have learned a lot about some of my introverted friends. Like, because some friends I almost ended relationships with, they know who they are, because of their introverted ways, and I couldn't understand them. But Devin, being with him and seeing him and actually talking to him about those ways has really taught me a lot about people that are introverted. Because even though I can be an introvert, he's way more than me. So I get an understanding for people like that, and a lot of stuff that I would usually be real, you know, over the top about, he'll bring it back down. Like, he's one of the people that can talk to me and kind of get me to see stuff a different way, because a lot of times I'm very stuck in how I see stuff. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. None of that. And then a lot of times he be like, nah, babe, you gotta chill on that because you dead wrong. That ain't da-da-da-da-da. Okay, it'll take me a minute to admit it.
She gonna ask 30 questions as to how she wrong, and I'm looking like it's 1 + 1. It = 2. It's 47, and I don't understand how you getting 2. Break it down. Like, but it's 1 + 1. Yeah, I got grades now. I'm just glad that my head ain't falling out. That's all I'm saying.
This is not what you're gonna say.
I'm talking about because of the kids, not because of you.
We were talking about me.
Oh, I was still stuck on the Michael thing. I'm sorry.
You were not.
I am.
So, you just really, like, I cannot with you. Like, it take me, I have to really.
Now we're on the same page.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I really have to get it broken down, because I really don't be understanding sometimes, and you really have to break it down for me. Like, no, you really have to break that down for me, because I really don't see it that way. And I really want to see it your way. I do. So we don't, and let's talk about that, because our arguments, now we argue, because I have that question on my list, even though we're going there now. About, is it normal to argue? I believe it's normal to argue, but I don't think it should get so bad to where, now we don't speak the D word in our relationship. That D word, no, it's a no. We don't even go there. That's not something that we even are trying to get to. So we don't even speak that word, you know. So when we argue, though, neither one of us really like to argue. I debate. I don't like to argue.
You're welcome, Miss Phyllis.
Okay, Mama. I don't like to argue. All that yelling and hitting below the belt and saying stuff that you shouldn't say and all this other kind of stuff. I don't like being toxic, but I do like to debate about stuff, and I do like to have a discussion to where we get to, what did you do? What did you do?
Only you would catch that, Tashaleen.
I'm going to have to go back and look at this, Tosh, because whatever you caught, yeah, I know if you caught it. Oh, I knew it. I knew you let that go by too easy. I said, now, he ain't said nothing since I said, should have known. But this is horrible. This is horrible.
Continue on, focus. Blame Tashaleen.
But yeah, we don't ever, I don't think we ever like really like gut punch and like really got real down and dirty. Have we ever done that?
I mean, you got ready to say it.
Yeah, I've been on the verge of it, but I have to scale back. because I know, especially when you're dealing with the man, you can't say certain stuff to them, even though you really want to say it. You will penetrate their ego and on a level that you can't get it back. And it's some stuff that you can say to them that they cannot unhear from you. Is that not the case?
Let's say it's ego, but there's some stuff I can say too. It's just like I just know some stuff when you say it, it's out there and ain't no change. That's like cheating. Like, oh, ain't no reeling that back. That's nope. Nope. Man, the game over.
Yeah. It's like when, and that's how I am too. Because even if you say something to me, I'm just like, I'm all. Even if you say you're sorry about it, it's kind of like, but you said this, so now it changed. Like that doesn't even make sense. Like how 1 minute you said I'm this XYZ, but now you want to change it up. No. So we try very hard not to say certain things when we're under pressure or when we're upset with each other, because it can really go left. Right, you won't. So healthy disagreement is very key. So we try not to get in those real battle it out type fights or whatever. We try to scale it back when we see it going that way. He has to have a moment. Like I could keep going. We can keep talking about. I had to learn that from him. I had to learn that from him too. Like, and I had to not take offense to that. Oh, you got to sit up. Oh, you got to sit up.
Listen here. I don't like talk. It's already when I'm just breaking down logical stuff to her, like, hey, this ain't why it is, and she hit me with 1 + 1 = 47.
The fact that you had to sit up, this is so hilarious.
But we having a discussion, and I have expressed myself to my fullest capabilities. I have used every word in the vocabulary, and I have an extensive vocabulary, just in case y'all don't know.
You just said you did, but okay.
I'm ignorant. They know this, but they my friends. They know this. They know I steal too. But anyway.
You still.
So I stole your heart. Anyway, keep it moving. So when we hit this wall, well, I have a wall and it's there. It's very prevalent. She's learning it, but it's there. I don't even think it's like invisible or anything. But she wants to keep asking questions, and I am completely tapped out. I have no more words. I have no more patience. My soul is tired. And she's still asking questions.
Because I'm trying to get an understanding.
And I don't understand how you don't understand at this point. Y'all crazy.
But he know I'm a blonde. Like, ooh, I probably shouldn't say that on this live. He know I'm a little. It's not. I don't catch up fast. You have to be careful with your words on these lives and things.
You can't say blonde. Is that not PC anymore?
I don't know. You know, people get upset about a lot of stuff. I don't know if you can say I'm a blonde. You know, the blonde people might get upset. I don't know.
She's an airhead, I guess. I don't know.
I am. I'm an airhead on a lot of things. I be real. I be real.
I forgot.
So I be real lost. I really do. I be real lost, like for real lost, like in space kind of lost. Like I be like, I really don't understand. So I really want you to break it down. So I had to understand if he walks off in a moment to not take offense to it, and I had to understand. Like people say, well, you know, Devin, Mom, what is happening? You people come to me like, you know, your husband went outside. Why is your husband outside? What your husband doing over there? He'll be all the way at a park or something. Because of his introvert ways, he has a time limit on how long he likes to be in crowds of people and all that kind of stuff. And we're having a discussion or something. If I've done too much talking, he really taps out, and I had to learn to not take offense to that. It's not that he doesn't want to hear me out. It's just that he's met his level of patience with it.
And if I keep talking, it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be spazzed out, and it's gonna be one cross the line moment. So you ain't bringing nothing back. So I leave.
Yeah. So that's where this comes in, the whole happy wife, happy life thing that he does not agree with. And because he doesn't agree with it, I don't agree with it either. He feels like he says, and I believe that to be true. There's another thing that he had to kind of get in my brain. If one of us is unhappy, we're both unhappy. Everything gets thrown off, and it does. It's not just about the wife. It's not just about the husband. It's about the both of us. We have to both be happy. We have to both be on this wavelength that is beneficial to the entire whole of the relationship. We can't just want to please the one person in the relationship because we feel like if the wife gets off track or if she, is not right, then everything goes haywire. No, if my husband is not feeling a certain type of way, and that's where the questions come in. I have to be real careful because I be like, well, babe, what's wrong? Well, what's going on? What you feeling like? And I really be wanting to know. I really want to know, y'all. Yes, happy spouse, happy house. I really be wanting to know, but he be like, listen, he'll just be like, give me a moment. And I have to respect that, because at the end of the day, I need him to be okay. I need him to be all right, because what we don't understand sometimes as women, when it comes to our men, we don't understand that they deal with a lot, especially the African American men. They deal with a lot when they are outside of our homes. So to come home to someone who is giving them a lot as well, that is not good. They have to deal with racism. They have to deal with people being on their back. They have to deal with all these kind of thoughts about them and people making them feel some type of way and pushing them to the backside and making them feel small and all this kind of stuff. They have to deal with that stuff when they're out there in this world. So for us to attack them as well is not good. So we have to make our homes this safe haven for them. We have to make our space this safe haven so they want to come home. Like, you want to come home, like you're happy to see, even when you mad. Like, we can be mad at each other, but it's like, you better come home though. Like, we want to see each other. We may be upset, but as long as I see you and I know that you're there and I know that we're going to get through this, I'm good. And we have to keep that in mind. We cannot be selfish to the fact that of what they deal with. And yes, us women deal with a lot of stuff too. And men should be mindful of that as well. But I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. We have to be very mindful of what they deal with on these jobs out here in this world. Like, we have to really think about that stuff. And we can't just be like, oh, as long as I'm happy, it's fine. It don't matter if you good, I'm good. No, this is a combo thing. We're a team. So we both got to be good all the time. So that's something that I try to understand. But that's something that I've learned a lot from him. What did I teach you, babe? What did I teach you?
Oh, we can't talk about that.
We don't get to the good stuff.
Oh, we can talk about that?
We don't get to the good stuff. But what did I teach you?
I'm confused.
Okay, go ahead and say what you want to say. Because maybe I'm not thinking what you're thinking. Go ahead.
My stuff about the bed.
I taught you stuff about the bed.
Talk with some stuff now.
Did I not teach you anything about life?
I mean, that's a good part of life. I mean, you do it right. Well, I mean, not right, but I mean, you can bring, kids to the world. I'm just saying, help create life. At least, practice of having. We talk with some patience. A whole lot of patience. I don't know. That's a rough. I'm gonna say it's a rough question. Just kind of caught me off guard with it.
Okay, well, keep thinking about it, and we
Bye.
No, my mind. No. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Hey, friend. But since we are talking about that a little bit, with sex. Okay.
What happened?
Okay, so sex was another conversation that we had to have because we had to get an understanding of what each other desires and what pleases us. So we had those discussions and we had to respect what the other person wanted and how the other person saw it. A lot of times, because of how I was raised very conservative, like very reserved. It was a lot of stuff that I wasn't going to even discuss. But when it comes to the way that we handle sex, we don't use it as a weapon.
Nah.
Like, I'm never like, oh, I'm mad so you can't get none. I'm not feeling you. Right, Tosh. Real attentive. I'm not feeling you, so don't touch me. That's not how we operate. Like, it's not ever a thing of no, I don't want it, no, we're not having it, and that comes from the relationship that we have, and because we're very attentive to each other when it comes to that area. Because his love language is physical touch, and that's something I had to get used to too, because I was not always a touchy feel. I'm still kind of, yeah, I'm bad with the touchy feely stuff.
She want to talk all the time.
Yeah, I like to talk, because affirmations are my love language. So I like to talk,
I
but
can't say what I want to say.
you okay? Tasha know what that you said that.
Huh?
Tasha be here for that. Nope.
Oh, okay.
You got to do the initials that we had came up with. What it was? WT. Oh no, we didn't do that for that. It was something else. Okay. Anywho, I have to text you, Tasha, what you just said. But yeah, I'm bad with the physical touch. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to learn it, and he's somebody that likes PDA, public displays of affection.
You gotta be PDA. I just like. Yeah, I don't care about PDA.
It's like wherever we are, it doesn't matter for you.
I just like it. Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like it don't matter.
Just saying.
I told you she was gonna know.
You ain't gotta say it.
I told you she was gonna know. I told you. I know my friend. I knew she was gonna know. Anyway, he likes public. He likes affection. Period. So we could be anywhere, and he had to teach me not to get awkward, because I used to in front of people get real awkward and be like, oh my god, why are you? Don't touch me. Don't kiss on me. Because I just was not. That person, my ex-husband, I didn't do that kind of stuff. I didn't see a lot of that growing up. So it was real, oh my gosh, I should have known she would know it too. But, y'all throw me off. Y'all, bring it back. Oh my gosh. So I had to get used to that. I had to be okay with it, because he would kiss me down. Like, people are always like gagging at us, because it don't matter where we are, he's gonna grab me, kiss on me, all that kind of stuff. So I had to get used to that, because I wasn't used to that. I didn't do that kind of stuff. So I learned that from him as well. And he's very good at affirmations. Like, I don't think I've ever had a problem with you affirming me. And that leads me to get into my businesses and my career and stuff like that. Like, a lot of this stuff that I'm doing now, like this right here, if it wasn't for him and other people too, but really him motivating me and kind of like, girl, are you crazy? Like, why would you not? Like, what is wrong with you? People really listen to you. People really want to hear what you got to say. You have things to say. You are a great person. He has to tell me that. And he still has to tell me that, because sometimes I get down.
That's what I'm here for.
It's the block turning.
Just saying.
Did you turn it to the right word? Because is that what it's supposed to? Is that? Oh, you turned it after that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
it's
Thank
late.
you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
See, she got to trust her husband. She's got to trust her husband. I know it's backwards. So y'all ain't dyslexic like me. So it's inspired.
But yeah, he taught me, some stuff, and he really pushes me to do a lot of this stuff, the events, the business, all this stuff. He actually went and met with the lady that coached me to be a life coach, and paid her and all that kind of stuff, got my materials that I needed and all of that stuff, because he saw something in me. So that really pushes me, and that really motivates me every time I feel like I can't do something. And he keeps it real sometimes too, and he'll let me know, now, babe. But usually when I tell him, hey, I want to do this, he be like, all right, so what you need, this is what we're going to do, He is a great background person. Like, this is a major step for him. And again, this is the anniversary special. But
y'all another 6 years. That's another finger over here. There we go. All right.
But he is really good at background stuff. Like, for my events, I have to worry about nothing. For the things that I'm trying to do, I have to worry about nothing, because he makes sure that everything is in place and things are done how they need to be done.
Look, understand, when the event over with, she getting all kind of questions until she get annoyed me asking questions. Okay, I ain't talking about like a month or two. I'm talking about next 2 days. What we changing? What we doing here? You got a place reserved. Let's go ahead and get it. So I keep doing it till she just like, ain't moving like I think she should move, before I spaz out, I back up. But
yeah. And that's when that's when the questions come from him. When it comes to like my business and my goals and stuff like that, that's when he started, and I be like, leave me alone. And he doesn't back off. He's like, no, we need to do this, we need to do that. I saw this time, so we're gonna do this different, da da da. And I have trusted him a lot with my businesses and stuff, because he sees stuff that I don't see, because I'm like in the front, you know, trying to make sure that I'm doing my part, but he's seeing all the little stuff that I may not even notice, all the stuff that comes together to make it great. He sees that and sees where it needs to be better, and not only just sees it, he does it. Like, he'll go in, he's like, all right, I'm gonna do this because I can do this. I know somebody that can do this. I can go get this from over here. I can go do that. I can connect you with it. He's on that kind of stuff. So he's an amazing background person. And I had to be okay with that. Like, getting him on this video, I didn't have to do anything special. I couldn't do anything special, because that doesn't really matter to him, to move him. If he's counting on not doing something, he's not going to do it. It doesn't matter what I say. But because he believes in what I'm doing, and because of the fact that we have had discussions, and plus what God has revealed to me in prayer, so he had to kind of fall in line with this video. But I had to be okay with him being a background person. And yes, it was kind of tough, you know, seeing people, like, you will see couples doing things together in the public and stuff like that. And I'd be like, dang, you know, sometimes I want my husband to do that. But I had to understand my husband isn't set up like that. And I had to be okay with that. Oh, oh goodness, Miss P. Cotton. Yeah, so I had to be okay with that. So the fact, again, that he's on here doing this is amazing to me, because he didn't even have to do that, you know, and because he believes in me and what I'm doing, he wanted to do it, you know. And that's another thing with the social media thing. I had to get kind of okay. I'm still, I don't know, because I'm big on, you know, sharing stuff about us and all that kind of stuff on social media. He is not, and that thing can be tough for me sometimes. I be like, I don't remember the last time you posted for my birthday.
And that's why I don't post anything. I don't post no more. I get tired of Facebook, and social media is not real. It is a good tool, but it's not real life. And it ain't just her. A lot of y'all get offended because y'all don't get phone call. Get Facebook birthday thing, but you get a phone call. I don't like talking. I gave you a phone call. Understand where it come from.
That's major if he calls you.
So yeah, I'm over social media, period, point blank. I'm here because I love her, but I don't post nothing because I don't get asked why I ain't post this, why I ain't post that. I just don't, and that's for everybody.
Yeah.
And y'all can clearly see I don't be on there that much. I posted some welding stuff lately. That was it.
I had to kind of become okay with that, because you can get wrapped up in this social media world, you know, and a lot of people, you know, relationship goals. Let me say something. Relationship goals is a lie, because like he said, Facebook isn't real, social media isn't real. So people can put up something that they're doing in a moment to make you feel like their relationship is this amazing relationship. And the thing that really mind boggles me, anytime I say that there's a couple that I admire, it's always somebody I personally know. I am not looking at celebrities talking about I want to be like them. You know, I posted a picture a couple days ago, and I said Sierra said she had because everybody's asking Sierra, the singer, what prayer did she have to get Russell? And I'm like, you know, I never really asked that, because I had already had my Russell, so I didn't really ask what prayer did she. You know, well, my Devin. Oh, sorry, my Devin. So but I had a prayer. It was prayers over time, you know, that, you know, God sends somebody that was fit for me. That's why we ended up together, because if I would have prayed, let him look like this, and I want him to have this kind of income, I want him to be driving this, I want him to be in this type, we would not be together, because he did not fit that mold, and I did not fit his mold that he would have been thinking about. So we had to really trust God with this relationship. And when I tell you, it has been so beneficial to us both, Like, we have gotten to places that we would have never thought about getting to by ourselves, you know? So it was over time me praying and about what I wanted in my life and for my children, because my children had to benefit from it as well. So I had to keep them in mind, you know. So no, I'm not looking at social media for relationship advice. I'm not looking at people in this world that I don't know and saying, because these people, and even some people I do know, you know, because you don't know what happened behind people closed doors, you know, you never know. Sister, we have talked, okay?
I ain't know what to say, because I mean, I understand, but for Chantel, she says some of these things she still won't, but I get your point. Hey, the moment I stopped going with what I quote unquote was looking for, what I like, and everything else, I end up being in my marriage. So, because clearly, I mean, the kids thing was number one, not just a kid. She got 4 kids, and I was like,
yeah, that could have been a definite.
So
deal
I mean,
breaker.
I don't know. I understand, but sometimes you gotta let it go and let God.
Yep, sometimes you do. And I'm not saying that you just throw away all your standards.
No. You have standards,
yeah.
but no, you'll sit there and he gotta have this or she gotta have that. No, that's your standards aren't that.
Yeah.
How he treats you or he or she treats you, what their moral standards are. That you go with moral stuff, not physical and financial stuff. Now you gotta be motivated and stuff like that, but it ain't a thing you can touch.
Yeah.
So
that's good, babe. It's not a thing you can touch. That's good. I like that. Yeah, we have to keep that in mind because things can change.
She just really tough.
Things can change, you know. People's finances can change. People's status can change. Their looks can change. Like, but there has to be something deeper that you hold on to. You know, something that you know that you can take to the end of time with you, even after they may be gone. You can take that with you. You know what I'm saying? So we have to keep that to the fore. Because I tell people all the time, your list gonna leave you by yourself. It is. So we have to be careful. So we're gonna quickly answer these questions because we've been on here a long time.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I've been looking at the time.
I'm so proud of you.
I've been looking
I really
at the
didn't
time.
think we were gonna be on here this long.
Cause yours want to be like 40 minutes, and you got me like
Yes, P. Cotton. Yes, P. Cotton. So we have questions, and if anybody has questions, you can post them up here, and we'll answer. We gotta answer the people questions. Hey, Precious. You know what Precious is, right? You come over here with the dreads.
Yeah.
So I have a question for people who have been in relationships with people who are still discovering themselves, but then get with someone who knows themselves. Can they handle the strength of that person? So can you handle the strength of a person if you don't know yourself? I don't think that was our case.
I don't know who I am.
Very good. So we know who we are. So we didn't really have that issue. We didn't really have that issue of handling the strength of that person, the other person. But I can see what that can be tough when you don't know yourself. That can be very tough to kind of handle the strength of somebody, because a lot of times people find it intimidating when somebody really knows themselves. Because one thing he'll tell you that he's always said to me, what has always attracted you to me?
Confidence.
My confidence. The
biggest turn off and the thing that pissed me off the most is when you start doubting yourself. So.
Yes, he gets very upset with me when I start doubting myself. So my confidence is what attracted him to me. And the way that he doesn't care about what anybody say. Now at first it was frustrating at first for him, because he doesn't care. He really doesn't care about what anybody has to say about anything. And I'd be like, babe, you can't be like that. He does not care. But that has do you care?
No, that's why. Why do I gotta care about somebody?
Right. But that has taught me to not really care. So I be real unbothered about a lot of stuff. And a lot of times, if I'm not unbothered at first, and once I talk to him or my best friends or some family members or whatever about stuff, I'm good. You probably won't even hear me talk about it no more. Because that's how confident we are in ourselves. Like, he doesn't care about what people have to say, and I believe in everybody. I believe in me and everybody. Like, I'm so down for people going after their dreams and going after their goals. Like, I'm just that confident that you can do it and make it, because with God on our side. Okay, no, I'm not gonna start. Sorry. When I started praising and stuff, but you know, that's what I am. Anywho, so next question: what is your secret to making marriage work for a lifetime? Now, we can't answer for a lifetime, but what has worked for us so far?
For us?
Yeah, to making a marriage work.
I mean, I don't know what you do. I don't know what your goal, what you like personally do.
No, what do you do? What makes us work?
I don't know. I don't like the way that's worded. I know what I do to make sure my marriage stays, and that's don't get comfortable.
That's good, babe. What do you totally mean about don't get comfortable?
Like, don't act like everything can't change at the drop of a dime.
That's good. I like that. That's good. That is true. That is true. What I think for us works too, because that is true. On top of that, what works is that we're honest. We're totally honest with each other about stuff. And one thing I tell people all the time, I be like, I don't put anything past anybody. Nothing. I don't put everything past anybody. There goes the Terry, babe.
Hey, it's Terry.
He was talking about you.
I was not. The lies we tell.
So,
Oh,
anyways,
not posting this already.
it's already going to be posted. So, they're already seeing it.
Let's go on the video edit.
So, we're honest with you. I don't put anything past, and I believe that anybody is capable of anything, because we're flesh, we're human, so we're capable of stuff. But I like that Peacock and the architect and the builder. I like that.
I was trying to unlike it, but it won't help. Let me do it.
You meant to like that. So, but he hasn't given me reason. What did you do?
You focus.
He hasn't given me reason to doubt him and to believe that he's out here doing things he shouldn't be doing. Yeah, in the blink of an eye. So he hasn't given me those kind of worries. He hasn't made me feel like it's secure enough in the relationship, like he would leave or like he would want somebody else. And one thing we're very open about, other people are attractive. We're okay with that. Like, we're not blind. Other people out in his world, they fine for real. It is what it is.
It's the way I was driving home today.
Oh my gosh, are we really going to, come on, socialize to the people. Because you always be doing too much.
It's too much? Is that the line? Was the line though? Okay.
Because you be saying stuff and that wasn't even what it was.
Okay, I'm going to tell what it was.
Tell them.
So I'm driving down the street. This dude on the side, you know what I'm saying? Buff. He got his little arms out.
I didn't even notice.
You know what I'm saying? Got the little mask on. I'm like, I bet she looking. Cut my eyes and she just... I'm like, that's a long look there.
I didn't even notice. I was trying to figure out why this man had a full-on mask. Like, it was a whole... Like, his dreads were even in the... So I was trying to figure out what was going on.
He had on one of the workout masks that you run in.
I don't know.
And I'm going to let her slide. That's what she was looking at.
But we're not going to talk about how when some females walk by.
I'll turn. But my peripheral is strong.
We were driving, so I had to turn. But you be looking, and you would say to me...
My peripheral... Oh, no, because it'd be like... I'm like, And I wait for her, and she'll walk by, like, it don't make no sense for her to have a butt there. Because, like, oh, you saw it too?
Oh, my gosh. We're not going to talk about that on here. So we're going to move on.
Hey, don't sit there and lie about it. You see stuff now. Don't sit there and double taking...
Oh, yeah, no,
that's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. Yeah. But we acknowledge there's some people out here that look better than us. They fine and all that, and it's okay. It's okay. Long as you not out here trying to touch folk and do stuff, we good. Anywho, so next question: what do you think is the most challenging part of being married?
I'm gonna be ignorant to say kids, but I'm gonna leave kids alone.
Leave my babies alone.
Communication. Honestly, because you gotta come up and talk to the same person every day.
Yeah, you got to come up with stuff to talk about.
Every day.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff that we want to talk about, the other is not interested in
At
for
all.
real.
Cause I be sitting there, man, I was welding on this pipe, I had in the 6G position, and doggone 7 to 10 rods ran out, so I had to use these, and she just like, okay. Yeah, and I just look at it, I just see the glossed eyes, and it's like, okay, yeah, so anyway, I had a good day. And then she be telling me about stuff, and I'm like, oh, this sounds like a Tiffany conversation.
Yes, he would cart me off to the Tiffany's. He carts me off to the Tiffany's.
I need them.
He cart me off to the Tiffany's all the time.
I ain't an emotional person. I'm like, this cut and dry. They causing the problem. Get rid of them. Just stop talking to them.
Yeah, if I come to him and I be like, well, she did this to me and she said that and I didn't like it, and he be like, I don't understand. Why you upset? Just don't talk to him no more. I can't do that. You don't understand. I don't understand. So why are you? Yeah. So it be like that. Hey, baby mama. So that's that. So next question is, what should couples know before marriage? What did you say that people didn't tell you before you got married? Because you was going off about that for a minute. You was like, they didn't tell me something like this.
Yeah. Said my brother.
Kevin.
Yeah. My brothers.
Oh, you
all
said your
of
brothers. Okay.
Stefan, all the dudes I know in my life. Oh, you get married? Oh, okay, cool. And then my first year, because our first year.
She said she got me.
Oh, okay. In our first year, I ain't gonna lie, I did not like this lady at all. It was rough. It was rough.
I don't remember you saying you didn't like me.
Okay. See, here we go. I gotta use the words properly, because clearly if I don't use
okay,
the proper
keep going.
word.
No, keep going. It's okay.
So, and I go talk to some of these dudes who've been married for a while, and they first thing they do, yo, that's marriage. I'm like, can't say what I want to say, but I ain't find it funny because like this conversation y'all could have had me beforehand. Understand, like marriage is no jokes, no games. Like it's gonna be hard. You're gonna see other sides of somebody that you ain't seen before, and it is what it is. You gotta learn to comprehend, adapt, and overcome, and love somebody through it. Because I ain't gonna say that they ain't gonna change. I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna change. I think we all should change. There should always be growth somewhere. Yes. But it ain't gonna be an overnight thing. Hit a switch. Nah, and a lot of stuff is gonna be you, because your perspective of it ain't right.
Yeah.
So don't ask me about marriage, because I'm gonna give you some real truth, and you're gonna think I'm being negative, talking down on your doggone marriage or your relationship. No, I'm trying to put your boots on, because I was really mad at a lot of dudes.
He was.
And I don't know if they realized I stopped talking to them for a good little minute, because I was pissed.
He was.
So yeah. It ain't easy. It ain't for the faint of heart. It ain't you gonna meet some stuff where you just be looking at somebody like, why you couldn't be a dude right now? So we can actually just fight, and I can get this out in a physical manner, and we can keep on moving with life.
Thank you, baby mama. That was good. Yeah, I agree. And what I tell couples all the time whenever I coach them or whatever, you're not, a lot of times, my thing is this: unless somebody is cheating or abusing you, those are some things that you really can't kind of overcome. But it's a lot of stuff that people feel like that no other couple goes through. I'm telling you, we all go through the same stuff. Because me and Devin will talk about stuff and we'll be like, you know, and I'd be like, and we'll be saying, well, you know, we deal with that, you know. Yeah, it's about how you deal with it, though. You have to change your lens of how you see stuff, because if you automatically see it as negative and you can't get over and you can't deal with it, you won't make it. So you have to know that even though this is something that's tough for me to deal with, if I love this person, I really want to be with this person, I can fight through it and keep pushing and we'll get better. But we have to communicate, and we have to understand each other's perspective, and we have to come to a common ground to push through it. But every time I talk to couples, they're not dealing with stuff. A lot of the stuff that they deal with is no different than what me and Devin deal with. It's just how we approach it. Because we came into this thing and we said we are not getting divorced. That is not going to be a part of our conversation unless the other one cheats. That's kind of like something that
ain't no conversation.
Yeah, that's not going to be a conversation, because I've already been through a spouse cheating on me, and he's not going to be dealing with that. So that's not going to even be a conversation. And then he's not going to put his hands on me, because if he put his hands on me,
what?
If he put his hands on me in a negative way, my people coming for him. So, not doing it. So, we're not worried about that. But yeah, you know, I'm just a believer like that we can overcome anything. I believe that, you know, I believe that people will really, really fight longer. And not saying because you got divorced, because again, I've gotten divorced. So I know there are some things that is very, very tough to deal with.
Who's nasty?
That's him. That's not me. But you know, and we don't look down on people. Like, we really try to, you know, help people and all that kind of stuff. We don't look down on you, because hey, who know what we will encounter? We're only 6 years into being married. We're how many years together? Is it 9? Because you always tell me I be wrong.
It's almost 9.
Almost 9 years of being together.
Maybe 10. I don't know.
Now you don't forget, and you be telling me I forget.
Okay. I'm getting old.
9 to 10 years. So we don't know everything.
I'm about to be 40, y'all.
He's about to be 40 in May. Hey,
May 19th.
Hey,
them Jordan 13, them Flint Grays.
Send me some money to my cash
them
out.
Flint Grays come out on the 30th.
Latoya Kite 81, so
Just
I can
saying.
buy him these shoes, because your girl is not working right now. Okay.
Yeah, I need them. Anyway.
But yeah, people, you're gonna encounter all kind of stuff, and it doesn't make you wrong, something wrong with you or bad to, you know, say that you can't really fight anymore. Because I understand the fighting people sometimes, and you can't fight by yourself, and that's something that we understand as well. We got to fight this thing together. We can't one of us be fighting, one of us praying, and one of us, and that's something else that made me fall in love with him. Listen, I have these night spells, right, where I get up in the middle of the night and I be praying heaven down. Understand? Because I don't woke out my sleep. Because if anybody doesn't know, I have these dreams.
Whole house is oily. And I
Oily.
mean that literally. Oil on everything.
I'm behind the veil. Understand? I have gone all the way in. He has literally had to keep me from walking out the door, how far I've gone in. Because I'm praying that much, because I've had a dream or something woke me up out of my sleep and left in my spirit that I had to pray. So I be praying. I'm praying for my babies. I'm praying for my family. I'm praying for my friend. I'm praying. And he will get up with me. And he's praying with me, even though he got to get up, because it's weird hours when this happens.
Between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning. I got to be up at 5, so you know.
And he gets up with me until I calm all the way down. I will be on my face, snotting, crying, all that. He stays up with me, and he's with me, praying with me, and all that kind of stuff until I calm all the way down. And that made me love him. And he's not this outward prayer and praiser that I am. You know, like, y'all know in church or wherever I'm at, I'm going to shut down.
You better pray. That's a good word. That's a word. I'm sorry.
It can happen at any given moment. People say I have Tourette's. Because it can happen at every given moment.
It, spiritual Tourette's.
Yeah, it can happen at any given moment. But he, you know, he embraces it, you know, and this happens, and I'm going in, and he's there, you know, and he's not going to be like that, but he's going to pray. Like, he'll pray. If I need him to pray for me, he prays. That's why I don't, at first, you know, I was concerned about how people would view him because of the job he was working and the way he looked and the way he carried himself and all that kind of stuff. I worried about that at first, but now I don't even concern myself because the people that I was concerned about, they can't keep a man. Let's be real. Anywho,
She's so petty.
Just saying, because we be worried about the wrong people and the wrong stuff. Like, why? Don't worry about these people because they bringing what? If you're not paying my bills and you not getting that there, what's the point? So, anywho, but that is all for us because I have kept my husband on here way too long. I really did not expect us to be on here that long, but I think this was really, really good. Did you enjoy yourself, babe?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming in and kicking it with the Kights.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what I did. I said kicking it with the Kights because our last name started with a K, so I had to find
I got it.
Oh.
I got it.
But you know I have to be explaining stuff and all that. But anyway,
I'm not retarded.
And
Keep your comments to yourself.
we thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you share this. Make sure you like, comment, all of that. If you missed it, come back and watch the replay. That is
except you, Soteria. Don't watch the replay.
Soteria, watch the replay.
Soteria.
You want to watch the replay, Soteria. Watch it. But that, again, we're not experts on this thing. You know, we're just telling you our journey. We are no better than anyone else. We don't know more than anyone else. You know, we're just telling you what we have learned. So, you know, if anyone else has tips and all that kind of stuff, that is great. I'm always here for it. We always here for the wisdom from other people. Very Soteria. From other people and getting knowledge from them about this stuff, you know, and we're grateful that from where we came from and what we saw in life, you know, that we are able to have this upstanding relationship where we have fun together and we joke around and laugh and enjoy each other. We really enjoy each other, like, for real, you know. So we thank God for that. We thank God that, you know, he got us to 6 years because, again, some people don't make it to even 6 years. So we thank God for that. You know, even though we're going to be quarantined on our anniversary, we had to cancel our trip. He's still great and he's still God because we holding it together, and it's amazing to have our family all on board and our friends all on board, having so many people support us, and people have always supported us, and we appreciate that, you know. So we in this thing, you know, and we're gonna keep pushing and keep going. That's right, babe. You good?
Yeah.
You want to say anything? You good?
Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
You did so good, y'all. So proud.
Oh, we're doing this
I'm
now?
so proud.
We're doing this
all
now?
right.
We're doing
We love you all. Have a great night and be amazing. Goodbye, my loves.